In today's episode, we will understand what should we do if we don't have the budget for marketing or we don't want to invest in marketing because marketing has never worked for us before. Well, so let's take each of these situations individually. First, we should understand that what we should do if we don't have the budget for the marketing activities. We as a business owner all understand that without marketing, it's difficult to generate leads, and if we don't have leads, we'll not have the sales, and without sales, revenue will not be there in the business. So ultimately, even if we have strong sales department, we know how to sell, but we need to have leads and consistent flow of probable customers to whom we can sell. So to acquire such customers, marketing is very, very important. But what should we do if we don't have the budget? That's a very common problem with most of the business owners. They come into this situation, especially when their business is not doing well. They are in some kind of losses or they are struggling to grow. If this is the current situation that we don't have enough budget for marketing, so what we can do is we can start with a smaller budget for the marketing. We can take baby steps, Now, what are the baby steps? We understand that we have to acquire a customer. And to acquire one customer, we need to do some kind of marketing. So, what is the best way? The best way is we have to identify the most effective media for the marketing, which involves minimum budget to reach out to a customer, right? When our product is good, when our offer is strong, then using that one powerful media, we have to reach out to certain number of customers. And after that, we have to identify, let us say we reach out to 10 customers, and out of those 10 customers, 5 have responded to our marketing activities. That means we have 50% leads, right? Now, how much conversion is there? How many people from those 50% leads, they buy our main product? Let us see that we have converted 2 clients. Okay, now we have 2 clients. So this is the first initiative that we have to take. We did not do big marketing. We tried to create a small, marketing effort, and we reached out to only 10 people, and we got 2 clients. And now if we understand that we are able to convert 20% from the total reach, and out of that total reach, we have 50% leads. So now we have a matrix. We also understand that how much is our cost of conversion? What is our cost of customer acquisition? So now, after doing this small activity, you will understand that if you are able to acquire 2 clients, how much money you invested in the marketing, right? And now what you should do, because now you have 2 customers, now take out that budget from those existing clients which you just recently acquired, and now from that budget, reinvest it in the marketing. Now this time increase your reach and reach out to 20 people. If you are consistently able to generate 50% leads and 20% conversion rate from the total reach, that means so this small marketing effort is giving you realistic results. And if you are consistently doing it and getting such clients, that means this is a wonderful model for you. But trust me, this doesn't happen all the time. There will be situations where you will not get always the similar results. These results may vary. Sometimes your conversion rate could be even 10%. It could come down to 5%. But there will be certain situations where your conversion rate will be much higher, even higher than 20%. It can go up to 30%, 40%. But you have to, maintain this consistency. So believe me, if you will be consistent in doing your marketing activities, your overall average conversion rate will always be consistent. But most of us, what we do, we stop doing marketing activities. Whenever we struggle, we encounter a situation that our conversion rate has dropped down, or we are not getting the desired results. We stop blaming our marketing efforts, and we stop blaming the whole system, and we stop doing marketing. That's the biggest mistake that we do. So what we should do, if we don't have sufficient budgets, you should never ever stop marketing, but continue doing marketing activities with smaller budgets. It has to be a part of your overall, your monthly activities. The way you are giving salaries to your team members, you have to invest some amount for your marketing activities. The way you are giving rent to your landlord, the way you are investing on other operational expenses like electricity, internet, a lot of other facilities. Marketing has to be involved in your all day-to-day operations. Marketing has to be an integral part of your business activities. But you should have a dedicated budget for it. And once you have a budget for it, then it should be included in your cost of customer acquisition. This cost of customer acquisition should be further added to your product cost. Now, once you have added this cost of customer acquisition to the product cost or to the cost of service that you are giving to your customer, that becomes your end cost for your customer. So now sell your products and services at a cost where you have already created a provision for your marketing budget and marketing activities. Great. So now we will be talking about the second situation. The second situation is you don't have budget problems, but you don't want to invest in marketing because marketing has never worked for you. There could be two reasons. One, that your marketing efforts were not great, or your marketing strategies were not great, and you didn't get results. But I believe that you are an expert. You must have had the expert team. You must have had the expert marketers for you. And even then, if your marketing activities have failed, then that's something where you have to take an action, right? Now, let's assume that you did marketing in the past, the best marketing efforts, you had the best marketing agencies, your creatives were wonderful, your ad copy was wonderful, still you didn't get response. Now, there is a very big reason that your product or your service is not accepted by majority of the customers. The first problem could be there in the product or the service itself. Because when you are spending money on marketing consistently and you don't see results, that means there is something wrong, that your target audience is not accepting the product or the service which you are trying to sell, or there is no demand for that, right? So if that is the situation, then you have to work on identifying the right product or the service. You have to do the market research. That is it happening only with you? Is there something wrong with your product or service? Or are your competitors also facing the similar problem? If your competitors are growing, but your business is not growing, in spite of doing wonderful marketing activities, then you have to work on your product and service itself. But whereas if your competitors are also struggling, you are also struggling, that is an indication that there isn't enough demand for the kind of product or service that you are selling into a particular segment of the market. In that case, you have to either change your product or service, you have to do certain innovations, or you have to move on to different zone of the market segment, right? You have to target different set of audience so that you get, proper response. That is one factor. Okay. Now let us say that your product is wonderful, your service is excellent, and similar products and services are reasonably accepted by the majority of the customers, and there is high demand. But your products and services not getting sold. What could be the reason? The reason could be this, that the marketing is not actually communicating the right message to your audience. Which means that you are not able to communicate what exactly are you selling. Your target audience is not able to understand that why should they buy this product or service from you. What is your best offer? What is your offer that they will not refuse? You should have an irresistible offer for which any customer should be ready to take out their cards and make a payment, right? But if it's not happening with you, that means there's something wrong with the communication. There's a problem in your offer or the overall messaging. So what you have to do in this scenario, you have to fix your offer, you have to create an irresistible offer and do that marketing activity again. You will see a good response and you will definitely acquire the right kind of customers that you are looking for. So I believe you will be able to now understand that what should you do if you don't have the marketing budget or you don't want to invest in the marketing if your marketing activities have never worked for you before.